Second win of the season, and performance-wise, more of what you've been looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a bit more of a reflection of what we're about and what we represent. So, no, I thought it was certainly a performance that we can be proud of as a group, and also our fans can be proud of. So I was pleased with what we delivered on Sunday.
We talked a couple of weeks ago about maybe what was lacking. Clearly something changed last week. You talked about how good it was in the build-up. So what do you feel changed and wasn't lacking this week?
Well, I just thought we got back to doing what we do best, and that's competing hard for one another and being that effort-based team that I know we are. And that's all I've ever expected from my players. So, I just felt we had a lot of energy about us, a lot of intent, a lot of competitive spirit, and I thought it was great to see, and I think off the back of that, we were able then to do some things with the ball that we'd practiced, and but like what I was really most proud of was really our defensive mentality and our defensive energy. But again, a big part of that was because we went through our process, and like I said here, just really showed a lot of energy and effort in a lot of those areas of our game.
Change in training last week, you said in the build-up. Have you seen one again this week?
Well, obviously the boys have come in, obviously in good spirits. Always helps off the back of a win. So, but the challenge now is, as it has been for most of this year, is to show some consistency in performance. So, albeit we've enjoyed the result and the performance on Sunday, but we can't be satisfied with that. So, there's still some areas of our game we still need to work on and improve, and we've made sure we've made the players aware of that. So we keep our feet on the ground, and we've just got to keep working extremely hard to make sure we stay consistent in the good parts of our game and be better for longer periods than that, and fix up a few areas that we need to as well. So, but there were some really encouraging signs there from us on Sunday, which I'm pleased with.
Was it almost a relief to get that win under your belt as well? I know it's your second one of the season, but
well, obviously it's a relief because of where we're currently at in the table. We were sort of occupying one of the relegation positions at that, a week ago. So, of course it's a relief to sort of now start to climb our way up and out of that area. So, but again, it means nothing if we don't go get a performance and a result this week against Swinton, who are another team that are, just slightly ahead of us at the moment, and are playing some really good rugby league at the moment, and they're going to be a difficult team to come up against.
Been looking at some of Swinton's results, and I think it was at Wakefield that pushed at the weekend.
Yeah,
they're in some decent form.
They are, mate. No, I think Alan's doing a great job there with his squad, and they've got some really good quality players here. I think we can't underestimate that. They've got some big game experience players in there, and Deck Patton, Reece Williams. They've had some good players coming in on dual region loan for various Super League clubs that have really assisted their squad, and they're just a team that are really honest and working for one another, and they're playing some good rugby league as well. They're asking a lot of questions with the ball, and so there's going to be a lot of threats that we're going to have to contend with on Sunday. But ultimately, again, and I'll highlight it, is that we have to focus on us and make sure that we continue to improve in the areas that we need to improve, but also make sure that we're able to get some consistency in some of the areas of the work that we're doing really well at the moment. So, but like I said, it's certainly going to be a tough game on Sunday. There's no doubt about that.
And you've hinted with the words "keep feet on the ground." It's only one win. Can't get carried away.
No, absolutely not. So, it's important for us, as I said before, that we just focus on us and making them improvements in our performance, and hopefully if we can deliver a performance again this week which is better than what we delivered on Sunday, then hopefully we will be in a position to earn a result.
About players' confidence, I guess that worked wonders on Sunday as well. But how fragile is confidence still? I'm guessing, like say, one swallow doesn't make a summer.
No.
The players' confidence, I'm guessing they need a good start this weekend to try and keep those levels up.
Yeah, look, I'm a big believer that confidence is developed through consistency. So, it's that's the challenge for us at the moment. Our focus at the moment is just getting consistency in individual performance levels and as a collective, as a team. So if we start to build some consistency in performance, then ultimately we'll build some confidence off the back of that.
So let's look at your team, who may or may not be available. Firstly, let's start off with the players on loan, David Litton and Franklin Pele.
Yep.
A loan deal. Are they still available this weekend? Nothing's gone wrong?
No, they're still available. They have to be here on a minimum 2 week anyway. So, they're both available.
How much difference do you feel they made last week?
I thought they contributed a lot to us last week. Just having a couple of fresh faces in the environment, you know, with both players having a point to prove as well. I thought they just brought some really good energy, really good intent in their actions and intensity at training as well. So, no, I thought they added some real value for us through the training week, but then also into the game as well. So I'm really pleased that we have them at least for another week, and they'll obviously be pushing for a place again this week.
Moving forward, what are you expecting from this week? What areas are you looking for an improvement on this week?
Oh, just a little bit of our execution. There was, I think we missed a few opportunities with the ball on Sunday, so we're looking to sort of get a little bit more better decisions around the ball and execution. There was probably a period in that game where we maybe just didn't manage as well as we'd like to, so sort of learning the lessons from that in terms of our game management and sort of knowing when and when to pass, etc., and when to rein things back in, that type of thing. So yeah, there's some good lessons that we learned from Sunday, and there's obviously some bits defensively too, as we know we need to fix up as well. So yeah, we're far from the finished product, that's for sure, but like I said, we certainly took a step in the right direction on Sunday.
And there would be a competition for places at fullback this week with Will Dagger back from suspension.
That's correct, so some decisions to be made.
Unusual position for you this season, I suggest.
Yeah, well, it's funny that because I spoke about it with the coaches last week. You know, we had a few more troops on the ground last week, you know, albeit not everybody was available for different reasons, but we're starting to get a few more numbers back on that training field, which ultimately leads to competition for places, which again raises the levels of intensity at training too. So I'm looking for probably a similar sort of week this week where there's going to be some bodies on the field pushing to get into this team. But ultimately, I think a lot of the players on the weekend did a tremendous job for us. So yeah, got some headaches to make, which, like as you said, it's a nice position to be in for once.
How's Tom Lynham?
Yeah, he's going to have to go for a scan at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, so he come off the weekend there with a bit of an injury. So we'll get an update on that further when we know more.
And Liam Harris?
Yeah, he's still obviously battling with that shoulder injury. So again, it's for us with Liam, it's a week by week thing. We just keep assessing it, and when he's ready, he's ready. But we'll see.
Are you likely to have bodies back? I'm guessing you might not name names even if you are, but is anybody else likely to come back in for this weekend?
Oh, potentially, yeah. Like I said, it's for us at the moment. We've still got a few guys there that are carrying knocks, and there's a few guys on the road to recovery. But obviously, but we've got enough players available there to obviously push for some selection headaches for sure. We'll have enough troops.
And any progress at all on bringing more players into the club? You said last week, as well as the low knees, you were still looking. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, we are. We're certainly still looking at the market and looking at certain positions and certainly certain players that may be able to add some, not only just strength in depth, but some real value and quality as well. But no signing potentially for this weekend? Not that I'm aware of.